Welcome, football fans, to a second season football game replay of Super Bowl 13, game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. Occurred January 21st, 1979. Like I said, this is a homebrew set I found on the internet, and I thought I would show off a little bit of how I actually play my games using my Excel score sheet. Uh, the way I play my games, I am pretty much completely hands off. I use the solo play uh, roll for what play it is that came with the game. I know there's another older solo game charts that are out there that I think they're more detailed, but I find that this does an outstanding job. It really does. Each team has tendencies. In this game, both teams are going to be a run tendency, but you get the audible, and the audible I didn't include the chart because this is offense or this is offense, and yeah, this is the audible. This is shows the audible, but uh, look, if they're a run tendency, normally you've got three chances to get a run. 3 out of 6. Actually, more than that, because you roll a 6, you've got two more chances. If they're pass, so it gives them their tendencies. And then basically, the way I treat it is normal is anything. Obvious passing situation, obvious running situation. And the rule I made up is if it's obvious to the offense, it's obvious to the defense. So anytime I go to this column, the defense is going to be rolling on their column, and I didn't include it. I guess I should have. It's where's the defense column? Well, I don't see the defense column, but there's a defense column. There it is. There's the defense column. And so if I'm rolling on the pass for offense, I'm rolling it on it for defense. If I'm rolling it on the run for offense, I'm rolling on the run for defense. Otherwise, I stick to the normal. The only other time I change it is if a team gets down where okay, they can still run the ball, but they're probably going to start throwing more often. Or maybe they're up and they're going to start running more often. I'll change their tendencies, and then you get to the point where okay, now they have to throw the ball. So let's do this. I use ball stat, the ball roller, and I love this because I have here's my offensive play call and defensive play call. Those are my play call dice. And then I have my play dice, and then I have two extra dice just in case. Then I have a D6 that I use kind of as a decider die if I need a decider die, or if I need an extra D6. And then this is my D20 to find out what player is involved. So let's go here. Roy Jarrell is kicking off. I got a 26. Roy Jarrella's a kickoff of rated C, a 26, a pretty good kick, 61 yards, and the primary guy is going to get the ball. So he goes 61, and the primary returner for Dallas is Butch Johnson. And let's see what kind of returns he going to get. And this is why I like this. 13, don't have to roll again. 13 subtract 9. Ooh. He only returns it for 12 yards. And now I have to do now you have to do the football math. Okay, 61 and 35 is 96. So he got it to 4, only made 12 yards. That's not good. So Dallas is starting first and 10 at their 16. I Unless it gets late into a quarter where timing actually matters, I do timing at the end of the at the end of a drive. So let's go. First play of the game. Dallas is sitting here, and they got it too. And the great thing about this is you play the game so much, uh, you get used to what's watch, and that's a short pass or a screen pass. In this case, I'd use this dice to decide 1, 2, 3 short, 4 through 6 is the screen. Dallas is starting off with a short pass, and it's going to be against a safe defense. Short pass versus safe defense. I rolled a 15, and it's going to be on the quarterback rating. Roger Staubach has a four. No, that's his outside run. Uh, hang on here. His completion is a C, and Staubach throws an incomplete pass. So this is how I mark that incomplete pass, and they have a second 10 from the 16. That still goes off the normal column. Oh, we got something going on here. Pittsburgh is blitzing. They're going to an audible of a 3. A 3 audible is going to be a short pass, and I like doing this. I have a little A short so I know, hey, he audibled into this. 65 short pass versus the blitz. 65 is the H a pass of 0. The H is LC Greenwood. He is not. No. Yeah, 65. H a pass of 0. No, he is not. Blitz forces a low throw, incomplete. So Staubach's having a little bit of trouble here. Pittsburgh's or Dallas's came out, has broke their tendencies, trying to catch Pittsburgh off guard. And now we got a third and long, and this will be off the pass column, and that's a long pass versus the blitz. Long pass versus blitz. I rolled a 54. 54 is H a 2 pass. That's LC Greenwood. Yes, he is. Quarterback forced to throw the ball away. Now, I'm going to put over here PR because LC Greenwood is a defensive lineman. So he kind of forced Strawback to, hey, get rid of the ball. And uh, Dallas goes 3 and out. Danny White is going to be the punter. Got to leave room for the yardage. What kind of punt will he get away? And the punt is a 65. That is not good. He's 65. Defender bursts through the line to pressure the kick. Possible blocked punt. That's not good for Dallas. Okay. Go to the next line, 63. I got the feeling the punt might be blocked. Defender missed time sleep. Punter manages 37-yard kick. No return. So what I do here, 37, and just put no return. And like I say, I'm just trying to figure out what's a good abbreviation. Maybe how about this? AB. Okay, almost blocked. Okay, so now I got to do the football math again. 16 and 37 is 53, 47, and Pittsburgh is looking to be in good field position here. Okay, and now I like I said, I have this where I could just click it like I do these over here, but I found out that I can type it out faster than I can scroll through it. So now I'll show you how I do my stats. Okay, let's see, let's go down here. Butch Johnson did a kick return. He did 12 yards. He kicked it for Danny White kicked it for 37. They had one third down. They didn't make it. They didn't get a first down. There was no penalties. Stallback. 3 incompletions. And that's it. Quick, quick out. Well, now we'll see what Pittsburgh does on offense. They're going with their tendencies. Let's put a pan over here. They're going with their tendencies. Tendency of a six. That's an inside run. Like I said, you get to the point where you know what it is. Four is a safe defense. So inside versus safe. Inside versus safe, and we got a 26. Is C or J a run zero? C is not a run zero, and neither is J. Wow, their defense is stacked. Uh, Buddy Hammer, no. C or J run zero. Powers through defenders for 2 tough yards, but there's a penalty. So who got it? Number 11 on number 11. That's Franco Harris. So Harris gets 2 yards, but there's a penalty. And I'll show you how. And this is a good time. Show you how I do penalties here. Okay, let's see what the penalty is. It's going to be a 24. A 24 offense, and I think it's a false start. Now, this game even shows you who did it. Yep, it's a false start. It even shows you who did it. So what I do now, I come right here, write NP, that's no play, and I put that play in parentheses because I like keeping, hey, this is what it could have been if Pitt would have not got called for a 5-yard penalty. And now Pitt's back first and 15. Back at their 42, and they got to play again. And this time it's going to be a short pass versus the blitz. Trying to short pass versus the blitz. 52. 52A is a two pass. No, he is not. 52, no. We're going to the extra sized column. They caught him. 54. Is B a two pass? Yes, he is. No room to run. He gets D6 yards, so he's going to get 6 yards. So Bradshaw threw it to short pass. Grossman. Bradshaw to Grossman for 6 yards. And now we got a 2nd and 9. And they're getting close to midfield. They are where they can at least coffin corner kick it if they have to. The next play, they're going for an audible. They're audibling to, I think that's an outside run. Makes sense. No, that's a screen pass. So they're all audibling to a screen pass versus another blitz. Screen pass versus the blitz. Maybe they can catch him off. 56K, two pass. Is K a two pass? Yes, he is. Harvey Martin is a quarterback buried by the blitz for an 8-yard loss. Get to show you how I do sacks already. And there's different ways to do it. You can some people will like rolling. I look at okay, it called for a 56. 56 is the K spot, and that's Harvey Martin. It was his, so Harvey Martin gets a sack. And Pittsburgh is in a 3rd and very long. 3rd and 17 from their own 40-yard line. So that's a definite pass in the situation, and that's going to be a medium pass versus another blitz. Dallas's defense trying to put some pressure on. Medium pass versus the blitz. A 33 is EC, which is Randy Grossman, a two pass. No, he is not. And so the heavy rush from H&E and incomplete. So, like I said, I put pass rush over here so I could see that, hey, the reason Bradshaw threw this pass incomplete is because he was under pressure. 4th and 17. So both defenses are showing they're showing why they're here. Now we got Pittsburgh has to punt. So both teams have come out, and boy, this is not good. Unusual result, page 55 on a punt, 46. 27-yard punt and a penalty. Oh dear Lord. Not a good punt. Pittsburgh's hoping that the penalty is on somebody else. 13. 13. So your 13 on a punt is going to be a 4A. Defense. Running into the kicker. Repeat the down. So they're going to get another play at it. And now, per the rules, Colquitt, that punt, that penalty hurt bad. Because now, I think, if I understand the rules right, oh, you know what they didn't do last time? I didn't put down Pittsburgh's penalty yards. We'll catch it here in a minute. So he's going to punt again. And then he can now do a coffin corner. I'm pretty sure, if I remember the rule correctly, the way he's got to be inside his 45 or inside his own 45. I'm going to look it up real quick because, well, that's just what I do, I guess. Coffin corner, coffin corner example. Maybe it doesn't say. Coffin corner example 54. Wow. Oh, you can either punt from distance using normal punts, or if you are beyond your own 45-yard line. So it says beyond your 45-yard line. He's at his 45-yard line, which is how you want to play it. I'm going to let him I'm going to let him put his foot into it. He's just going to do a normal punt. And he got a long one. He boomed it. Oh, he may have boomed it too far. So what is it? 21, 21, 21. 44-yard punt drifts out of bounds beyond the bench. So Colquitt, that's a lot better than 27. And now we get to do the football math again. 89, Dallas is starting out in just horrible field position. Started out their 16, now they're starting out at their 11. Okay, that was a penalty, so that only takes. And I know there's different there are different timing. Uh, I use this timing here, the one that come with the game, 30 seconds to 15 seconds. You know what? I think it works just fine. I ain't had a whole lot of problems with it, and it kind of prevents some of that headache math. And now we get to do see, he was sacked. He threw an interception, so he's been sacked once for -8 yard, or threw an incomplete pass. He didn't throw an interception. He did hit Grossman for 6. Harris ran for 2, but it didn't count. Colquitt's only punt that counted went for 44. They had 1 third down, didn't make it. They didn't really get a first down. They had a penalty from last time, 1 for 5 yards. And he got a penalty, 1 for 5 yards. So next play, audible versus the blitz. Boy, these defenses are blitzing. I guess my die rollers liking the blitz today. Audible number 2, that is a medium pass. So he audibles into a medium pass versus the blitz. See if he gets it off. 24 is F or H a 2. Is F or H a 2 on the pass? No. H, Too Tall Jones is. Let me make sure. 24. Yep. Too Tall Jones. Quarterback dumped for an 11-yard loss. So no. I'm looking at the wrong team. No wonder. Okay, is F a 2 on the pass? Jack Lambert. No. LC Greenwood. LC Greenwood, yes. LC Greenwood is a 2 on the pass. And Staubach now is sacked for, wait a minute. Is that 11 yard? For an 24, 11-yard loss. Now, this is interesting. I'm going to say it's a safety. Because if he was at the 11 and he got an 11-yard run, it'd be a touchdown. So this is a safety. So what a way to start the game. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. Da, 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 da. This is crazy. All right. Now, so Staubach sacked, 1 for -11. That's the only thing to write down there. Said we'll come here, put in the first quarter. We'll do the time here in a minute. Uh, L, let's put this. I don't want it in bold. LC Greenwood tackles Staubach in end zone. I do want these in bold. Are they in bold? Yeah, they're bold. And the time, uh, there's, wait, here's how I do it. There's 15 seconds right there. I'm going to roll 2d6. In fact, I already got it here. So it occurred at 11:38. And now we can go back to our stats sheet. And there we go. Now, one thing you can do if you want, I've got space for it, But if you want to keep track of what defensive players do sacks, interceptions, and what they do, here's space for it. A lot of times, honestly, I don't. Now, White's going to have to kick off. He's the punter. And I had to look up how to do this the other day because I had a game. The thing I like about second season rare plays are that they're rare. You don't end this is I probably played 30, 40 games. This is my second safety ever. And in the 30, 40 games I've played, uh, I've done I've had they have rare play charts. I think I've had one. I'm serious. I think I've actually had one. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, they give rules for how to do a use a punt long chart in their frequently asked questions. So use the punt long chart. 64. That's probably not good. Return man able to field soaring punt rolls dead after 68 yards. Hey, here's what happened. He had to fall on the ball. It rolled past him. He wasn't expecting it. He had to fall on the ball. Uh, know what? I'm gonna let him return that. That makes more sense than he had to do that. Just use the yardage. Let him return it, and I'm gonna use the primary return man, which is a guy by the name of Larry Anderson. I sometimes because hey, how many Andersons are there on this team? I've had a couple of games where okay, I want to differentiate, and he's going to use the normal kick return chart. Okay, that was 642. Subtract one from the player's return grade, so he's going to return it 24 yards. And once again, we get to do the wonderful football math. 20 and 68 is 88. That's 12. That's 36-yard line. You might, I don't know if you're used to being able to add it up that fast. I can because when I was growing up, I played a little game uh, that it taught me football math. It taught me football math. I had to learn pretty quick. You see it already puts it in there. And so now Pittsburgh with a 2-0 lead, and they're going to go for a medium pass versus a safe defense. 35 is GB of 0. Is the GB, which is a guard, is 0? No, he is not. No, he is not. Protection holds complete for R. Minus. Ooh, it's going to be R minus 3. I didn't use that die, so I use it first. And now we got to find out who's the medium pass. Number 1, that's going to wrong person, wrong team. That's going to number 1, medium pass. Lynn Swan, he's got an R of 14, 14 minus 3, so Bradshaw to Swan for 11. So both teams are supposed to be run tendencies. And they're coming out throwing the ball. And that's kind of, well, now we got an outside run versus the blitz. And both defenses, they must know that, hey, these offenses are not to be trifled with. We better blitz and shut them down. And let's see here. 32. 32 is the GA around a zero. I'll tell you now, I know GA. The GA is a guard. Sam Davis. No, yes. I'm sorry, he is. I don't know if you heard that. I'm sorry if it was loud. It was allowed to be. Yes, he is a run of zero. Weak block, runner out of bounds after 2 yards. Who's the runner? Number 14 is Blyer. Blyer, 2 yards and out of bounds. Gotta write that down because when it comes down to timing, that's gonna matter. But they're near midfield, 2nd and 8. They're going with their tendency. Their tendency is to run. That's an inside run. It's going to be versus a safe defense. Inside run versus safe. 52. Home field advantage, no. Dallas has it in first quarter, and it's going to flip. Home field advantage, no. Defense warms the runner, 1 field, 1 yard loss. Harris cannot get started and lose yard. Now, Pittsburgh is forced to throw the ball near midfield. This is a passing situation. Number 2 on the pass, that's a medium pass versus a pass defense. Medium pass versus pass. Yeah, 15. Terry Bradshaw is only a C, and that's going to fall incomplete. To use copy paste when you can, it saves just that much time. And I'm going to let Colquitt put his foot into it again. Maybe I should call from corner, I don't know. But I'm going to let him put his foot into it again. 26. Punt sails out of bounds. To determine the subtract 5 from the punter's grade. His punter's grade's not that great. 35. But it goes out of bounds, so he might as well call from corner kicked it. It's going to be about the same effect, really. And we got to be getting near the midfield of the. So football math, 48 and 35. That's 78 and 5. That's 83. Dallas cannot catch a break. Starting okay, 10. No, we're not midfield. Okay, well, wait a minute. But that, okay, 10:45. So, okay, 10:45. Then he ran out of bounds. So that play's only going to take 15. And then he ran. And then this. So we're getting near it. 9.5 minutes left. And let's see here. Bradshaw. Hey, he completed one to Swanee for 11. But then he threw an incomplete pass. Blyer picked up 2. Harris lost 1. They did get a first down. They had another third down that they failed. Colquitt kicked for 35. Is there anything else I need to write down? Doesn't look like it. Nope. And that's that. As you can see, I can look here real quick. Bradshaw's 12-5 for 17 yards, but he's been sacked for 8. Pittsburgh 2 carries for 1 yard. Neither team is really able to do anything, and Staubach is 0 for 4. But of course, he ain't had good field position. So now, and they're not giving up on it though. They're gonna try. They're gonna throw it hell or high water apparently. Medium pass versus the safe defense. 51. Is a two pass? No, well, wait a minute. Gotta flip my cards again. Is A? No, he is not. 51, no. We're going to the good column, supposedly. 36. And see, this is why play first one. And now if I need another one, 36. Is J a two pass? No, he is not. Quarterback connects for 22 yards to number medium 18 to Billy Joe Dupree. For how long did I say? I like this, where I can go back 22 yards. All right, and Dallas all of a sudden, they are out of hawk. Who knows? Now they're going to turn to the run, outside run, and of course now Pittsburgh is expecting the pass. And 61 is G a run of two. G is not a run of two. 61 is G a run of two. No, we're going to the good column again. 25 is GA or GB a run of zero. GA is not. GB is not. So 25, no. Burst through the gap for 8 yards. Who did that? Pearson. Preston Pearson. They pulled him in the backfield, kind of surprised everybody. Maybe he got an end around. I'd say it's probably more an end around. And now Dallas is moving the ball. Okay, this is a short pass. And Pittsburgh's going back to their blitz, saying, hey, it worked for us earlier. Let's stop the bleeding while we can. Is A a two pass? No, he is not. It's not going to stop the bleeding. 51 is FB a zero pass? That's Robert Newhouse. They have not crossed midfield, so no, he is not. 51, no. Cuts inside and knocked out of bounds after a 9-yard gain. Short number 9. Short 9. They're hitting up Pearson. For 9 and out of bounds. And Dallas is across midfield, 56. They are in Pittsburgh territory now. I'd originally thought about trying to make this something to do with team related, P or D, and I would do P or D if I was going to do it. But I thought, well, I wanted where I could do this, but honestly, end up typing more than not. I I may change it. Who knows? Like I said, I'm always filling with this thing. Okay, number 5. That's an outside. I think it's an inside run. Yeah, that's an inside run. Dallas returns to the run against a safe defense. Inside run versus safe. A 13. Inside run versus it's going to be depending upon what back is carrying it, and that's going to be Newhouse. Inside, he's a B. He ain't going to pick up much. Newhouse picks up 1 yard. Dallas must know that, hey, Pittsburgh's gonna focus on Dorsett. We're gonna let other people try another inside run. This time it's gonna be against a run defense. 64, unusual results. So we're gonna get something weird here. 43. 3-yard loss, out of bounds, and a penalty. They're gonna run late low. They're trying everybody except for Dorsett. But what is the penalty? 23. I bet you that's an offense. 5 yards false start. So really no play. I think sometimes, you get the play, but I don't think it really counts. So I just count them all as, hey, there was no play. And it is 2nd and 14 from Pittsburgh's 48. Except when you type the wrong. See, my key. There we go. The more and more I think about it, I might change this. I don't know. 2nd 14. It's still going off the normal chart. I don't really change until I don't know. I just don't like changing it too much. I'm gonna pause real quick. All right, I'm back. I apologize if you heard that. All right, let's see. Where was I? It's an inside run versus a safe defense. And this time it's a GB or CE or run a zero. Is GB or run a zero? No. Is what was it? GB or E? Wait, 24. GB or CE. Neither one of them is a run of zero. 24, no. Hammers ahead for 1 yard. And it will be Laylaw. Dorsett has a 1 to 10. And they are not giving him the ball at all. Like I said, they're probably using him as a distraction. 5. Okay, now this is pass. Pass a 5 short or screen short pass versus a blitz. Pass situation. Short pass versus blitz. 22. Is F or I a two pass? Either one of them. F. Yes, Jack Lambert is a two pass because they've crossed midfield. 22. F or I a two pass? Yes. Quarterback sacked for 5 yard loss. Unless, and nope, there's nothing there. So, and here in the first quarter, Pittsburgh has already got to stall back twice. I just realized I want to put that there was a sack there. And now it's 4th and 18, 52-48. Puts them back across midfield, but they have flipped the field. We'll let White boot it. Let him get his whole foot into it, and he's going to need his whole foot. 62. Turn grade of F, no. Subtract 4 yards, and it's four caught. Fair caught, so 37. And Theo Bell is going to fair catch it. Okay, football math. 78 and 7 is 85-15. And now Pittsburgh has to deal with the uh, bad field position. So that's going to be 9 minutes there. 8.5. And then he ran out of bounds. Then and you can see how this flows. This is how I do it. And if I could make it last long, if I could make it go faster, that's the only complaint about this game. But it's such a great game that I just about really don't care that it takes this long to do a quarter or a game because it is so much fun to seeing, okay, what what's going to happen because you don't know. It does a good job of setting it up where you kind of get that, okay, what's going to happen on this play. Dallas had a 5-yard penalty. Laylaw, what's his full name? Scott Laylaw. And Staubach sacked again. They got to keep him. They're going to have to do something to do some little bit of protection here. And White punted for 37. He's got 2 punts for 37 each time now. First downs. They got 1. They got 2 first downs. They had a third down and didn't make it again. So they're 0 for 2 on third downs. So they don't want to be in a third down, I'll tell you that. And now we're going to Pittsburgh. Theo Bell. Fair caught. And Pittsburgh's time running out in the first quarter. The Pittsburgh's still trying with the pass. Medium pass versus a safe. And that's an interesting, unusual results. 22. 17 yards out of bounds. And I think it's a defensive pass interference. Or maybe not. I have to. Defensive pass interference, automatic first down, but it's a 17-yard pass. 17 yards out of bounds, defensive pass interference. So, is that he threw the ball for 17 yards? Or is that defensive pass interference and the total yardage was 17 yards? Uh, See, I can't remember in 1978. I think by that they had put it in where it was a spot foul, defense pass interference, Dallas 17 yards. So, although they did not complete the pass, it works to move the field. They're still sticking with it. This time they're going with the screen versus safe defense. Screen versus safe. Here it is, 31. Is the quarterback or SB is 0? Well, I'll tell you now, Terry Bradshaw is not a 0 on the pass. 31. Is SB is 0? And I'm pretty sure not. That's right. That's Rocky Plyer, and yes, he is a 0 in the pass. Shaky execution, quarterback sacked for 7-yard loss. Are you, golly, people. You get these games sometimes. And who did it? That's where I don't know, I'll have to come up with something here. And you can always do this. Who knows? Or I'll sometimes put TM, the team, as a team sack. A lot of these games they do either you got sack or not, but really in the NFL it's half a sack. They're going to go back to Pittsburgh's going to their tendencies, which it's going to be an inside run versus the blitz. This will probably not go well. And it's going to be another unusual results. 65. Uh-oh. That's a fumble. 1 yard loss and a fumble. Who ran the they handed it off to Harris. 1 yard loss and he fumbled it. The question is, who returned? Who got it? 65. Make sure. 1 yard loss line. 56. Is H rated a 2 in the run? Too Tall Jones is not rated 2 in the pass. So 56 is a no. Okay, Harris recovered it for a no gain. So, because he could, pick it up. I've had players pick it up. So now it's third. He lost a yard for 18. Not going anywhere. And the way I do it, that will stop the clock. And that will count as a 15-second play. Third and 18, that's a passing situation. So, but even though it's passing, they're going to go back to their tendency, which are going to just, this is where okay, it's way too far. We can't do anything, so let's just get some yards. Outside run versus pass. 36. Is CE a run of 2? Yes, he is. 53. 53. Is SB a run of 0? Yes, he is. Bowled over after a 1D6, 53. Bowled after a 1D6 gain. So, since I used that dice, see, it was a tendency, so I had to figure out what the tendency was. So I used that dice, so it's going to be here, 4 yards. Harris gains 4 yards. And it is 4th and 14 from the 28. Yeah, well, it worked. And that is a punt. So now we're at the punt. 51, not a great punt. A, B, or I think he is a C. Return of D, no. Subtract one from his average. That's a 39-yard kick. And Dallas is going to get to return it. And it's Butch Johnson on the return. His return is going to be a 63, which I think, I can't remember honestly. 63. Uh-oh, long return. And then we're going to a 64. Long punt escorted up the sideline for 75 plus 1D6 yards. That's a touchdown return. So let's see here. How to 39 and 28 football math. 67, is that right? 58 and 967 yard touchdown return. And oh my, Dick Enberg. The defense and the special teams have come to play. Septien, they got him down as a AAA field goal kicker, or extra point actually, I should say, and so it is good. And Dallas is up 7-2. You're not going to see that very often. And what I like to do, not really a drive, but they had the ball for long enough to kick a field extra point. And like I said, that fumble stopped the clock, but then he ran it for 45. And so that the Pirate took 430. Let's roll two dice. We'll call it 436. Export didn't take no time. So 430. Dallas. And normally I do the drive info, but there really hasn't been a drive. And come right up here, 2-7. Uh, Different. Not what I expected. Not what I expected at all. So Bradshaw, see here, what happened to him? He was sacked. Second time in the game. And that's it. Harris -1. He's ran two times for -2 yards, and he's fumbled once. Oh no, he ran for 4. Good. I was kind of like, dang man. Colquitt punted for 39. They had 1/3 down, and they did get a first down because Dallas got called for a penalty. 3 for 27 now. The big news is Butch Johnson had a 67-yard touchdown punt return. You can't ask him to do more than that. Septien had got need to change that on my template then. Okay, let's see here. Anything else? Harris, Bradshaw, Dallas penalty. We got their first down. That's it. Now we're on to Septien lining up to kick off for the first time in the game. What kind of kickoff can he get? He is a D, 25D. That's a good kick. 58-yard, and the secondary receiver will get it. And for Pittsburgh, Alvin Mason. Alvin Mason. Interesting. Never heard. Maxon. Read the card wrong. And what kind of return will he get? He'll get a 46, which is going to be probably a penalty and 8 penalties on kickoffs. 54 kick. Kickoff return. 8 yards fumble. The return team got it. Now, but it says go to page 66. So returned 8 yards fumbled. Because somebody may pick it up. Return team got it. 21. 21, 21, 21. Key blocks from his 13-yard return on the fumble recovery. Pittsburgh. Now, if you want to sit and try to figure out, I just figure some no name whoever got it. So football math again, 35 and 58, 93, 85 and 8 is so 7. He made it out to the 15, 28-yard line. And Pittsburgh dodged a bullet. Oh my goodness. Because if that would have given Dallas the ball, that would have been bad juju. Now I go right here. We're going to go on ahead and give uh, Maxon, Alvin Maxon. Is that his name? Yep. Alvin. He got carried it for 8, but he fumbled. And Pittsburgh has fumbled once, but they did not lose it. And now we're ready for their offense. And they're going to, let's forget this pass stuff for a while. Outside run versus a safe. And maybe they should have kept with the pass. Is E. What's it? 62. No, wait a minute. Yeah, 62. Outside run versus safe. 62 is G, a run of 2. No. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. I'm reading that wrong. Yes. He is a run of 2. Defender slashes pass block, 1-yard loss. Harris is getting hammered. I mean, just hammered. Maybe Pittsburgh does need to pass it because they're sure not running the ball with nothing. He's going to audible into a pass, audible to a medium pass versus a run defense. So he probably made a good call. Medium pass versus the run. 42. Is CE a 2 pass? Yes. If they were across midfield, he would not be. But because they're not past midfield, the answer is a yes. 26. Is Bradshaw's X grade greater than 5? Wait a minute. I look at the wrong guy. Webster. Mike Webster's CE. He still got it. Bradshaw's X grade greater than 5. 26. Greater than 5. Yes, he is. He's got X of 6. 26. Good separation. Hit the go chart. Big gain here. 12. 24 plus 4. 28 yards to Grossman. 28 yards to Grossman. And Bradshaw's hit a couple long passes, 55, and they are across midfield. Starting to get where the clock kind of, well, it doesn't really matter, but because it's not a halftime, but quarter will end. Okay, 55, that's an inside run versus a run. Oops. Inside run versus run. Inside 34. 34. Is CE a 2 run, a 0 run? I'll tell you now, no, he's not. That's Mike Webster. He is not. 4 tough yards for Newhouse. 4 tough yards for Blyer. And what do we got now? Now they're going to keep it on the ground. But Dallas has their number. Outside run versus run. Unusual results table again. 21. 3 yards and a penalty. 21, 3 yards and a penalty. Who got it? That's Blair. But what will the penalty be? 43. Defense. Defense. 4B. Offsides. They'll take the offside penalty. And Dallas is having problems with penalties. Hate that. Okay, so audible's into I can't remember. No, audible number 4, screen pass versus a run defense. This should be interesting. 62. Is A a 0 on the pass? A is not. Benny Barnes, he is a 1. 62. Benny Barnes, complete for no gain. He completed it to Stallworth. Tried a wide receiver screen and it did not go. 3rd and 1. Okay, and now here's this is a running situation, 3rd and short. So yeah, it goes off. If I could show you this here again. There it is. When you look at it, 3rd and short yardage. It goes off the normal chart because it could be it could really be any play. I mean, they could throw it, they could run it. So the offense is going off this chart, which means the defense is going off the normal chart. So it's a 4. They're going with an outside run versus a safe defense, which I don't like that word. It should be outside run versus a normal defense. That's really the way I look at it. Is I a runner 0? I really doubt it because no, he's not. Jethro Pugh, he is not a run of 0. So is EA a run of 2? EA, John Stallworth, is he a run of 2? No, he's not. So they lose a yard. Blyer, they try to gain a yard, they lose a yard. Oh my goodness. 4th and 2. That's a 54-yard field goal. 47 and 54. Yep. 54. Jarrell is not kicking no 54. Oh, look, just for giggles. 54. Gee. Yeah, no way. No way. So it's really no man's land. He can try a coffin corner punt. So here we go. Even coffin corner, odd they go for it. Odd they're going for it. 4th and 2, 37 they're going to go for it. It's a normal off the normal play chart. They're going with their tendency. Their tendency is to run. It's going to be an outside run. They caught Dallas in a pass defense. Dallas was not prepared, but The dice roll might kill him. 66H. Is H a run of two? No, he is not. Okay. Is EA or EC a run of two? Stallworth is not. Randy Grossman is not. Runner, tough gain for D, 6 yards. He got 3 yards. Harris just makes it. Holy cow. Just makes it. And off that, they're going to try on the pass versus a medium pass versus the blitz. This is taking me an hour. It takes way too long to play this game, but I love it. I do. Medium pass versus a blitz, 62, 62. A, two pass. No, he is not. So this is going to be good for Pittsburgh probably. Is GA a 0 on the pass? No, he's got a 1. 44, 44. Yes. No. Tackled by the defensive back after 24 yards. Stallworth for down to the 10. And that will put them first and goal to goal at the 10-yard line. They are in the red zone. Last play of the quarter, they're going with their tendency. Their tendency is going to be an inside run. Dallas knows it, but it's going to be maybe, maybe not. 16 Blyer on the inside run. Inside, he is a B. 23B. 8-yard gain. So at the end of the first quarter, it's going to be Dallas 7, Pittsburgh 2. But Pittsburgh's knocking at the door, and now we'll figure out what all happened here. Harris lost a yard on a run, but then he gained 3 huge yards. I mean, those are huge. Okay, Blyer ran for 4, then lost 1, then ran for 8. Passing wise, Bradshaw hit Grossman for 28, and then hit Stallworth for 0. And then hit Stallworth for 24. Okay, first downs. They got one there. They got one there. They got 3 first downs. They had 1 third down and they did not make it, but they had a 4th down and they went for it and made it. Dallas had a 5-yard penalty. Dallas got to clean up the penalties. And that's it. And what I do here now, it pretty much just figure it out. So first downs. Pittsburgh had 5. They had 9 carries, 17 yards, no touchdowns. Passing yards, 69. 5 completions, 9 attempts, no interceptions. Sacked, 2, minus 15 for my punts. 3 for 118. I ain't gonna bother with an average. Pittsburgh penalties 1 for 5. They fumbled it once, did not lose it. They did not have any turnovers. 0 for 4 on third downs, but 1 for 1. And you look at the plays, 9 to 5 is 14, 14 and 2, 16 plays for 71 yards. Dallas, on the other hand, Staubach not having a good game. 1 for 6. That's just whew, 2 first downs. 3 carries, 10 yards. They're not having a great game. 22 yards passing. 1 completion, 6 attempts. No interceptions. That's good news. Sack, 2 for -16. Punts, 2 for 74. Penalties. This is killing them. 4 for 32. That's almost more than they made in yardage. Didn't fumble the ball. Didn't turn it over. Neither team can make a third down. So then what do they do? 3 rushes. I messed it up. 9 and 9 is 18. 18 and 2. They've got 20 plays. 9 plays. 9, 11 plays. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Hang on. No. I should not be counting sacks because it's included in the pass attempts. So that is 18. So 9 plays. The Pittsburgh's holding the ball twice as long. 3, 6 is 9. 32 minus 16. 16 yards. Dallas is they're winning. Well, thanks to a punt return. That's really it. Thanks to a punt return. And then what I do here, and this is already caught up. Really. Now, if you wanted you could copy paste this over here, 7 to 2, and now uh, you- you're not going to change the stats. You're going to keep the same. And if you want, you can go in here and change the color of some of this stuff, change the font color, so you know, hey, this all stuff has already been accounted for. It happened in the other quarter. Honestly, I don't really do that, but I go right here. I go, let's rename. Nope, sorry. Let's move our copy. We're going to create a copy. We're going to create the second quarter. We're going to rename it second quarter. Let's erase this. And then erase all this up to right there. And now what do they got? Second and goal at the 2-yard line. Don't forget to change this. More often than not, I do. And then this is a simple matter. Copy paste. And I am ready for the second quarter of Super Bowl 13. But that's all I'm going to do right now. Uh, you guys have a good day. I may post this again, or I want to play it out. I know that. So I may post another video. Who knows? Have a good night.